And good board game afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me all right. Let me just fix a few things up there, and I hope you can see me, and I hope you can hear me. That's always the hope, right? We are going to try two new things that are new to me, at least. Tabletopia, which I've only used, I think, once for about 15 minutes, and Hostage Negotiator on Tabletopia. Also a new game to me. Now, it is the predecessor to Final Girl, which I know a lot of folks are familiar with. Awesome game. I've played a few rounds myself. I have a couple of the Season 1 feature films as well as the core box. However, Hostage Negotiator came out first. Obviously a different theme. You can see it on my screen here, where you are playing a hostage negotiator who, hence the name of the game, who is basically dealing with different criminals. Now, on Tabletopia, they have the first base mission as a demonstration only. It's not intended to be fully playable. They, of course, want you to go out and buy the game itself, which I highly recommend you do. Hostage Negotiator, similar to Final Girl, came out over the years with different terrorists, different criminals that you're negotiating with, different investigators, scenarios, etc., including what's apparently a very cool career mode where it almost turns it into a mini solo campaign, which sounds really, really cool, actually. So we're going to give it a go. It's already set up the base game for me here. Again, I hope you can see and hear everything all right. I have some music playing. Oh, there we go. I have some music playing, and I hope it's not too loud. My wife always gives me a lot of heck that the music's too loud, but I have it turned right down, so I'm hoping that that is pretty good. So let's have a look here. Our scenario, we'll start with checking out who our terrorist is. So we are trying to negotiate with Arcane Masua. Arcane is angry as the leader of a terrorist organization. He was none too pleased when over half his team was taken into custody by special forces agents in a surprise raid while he was away. Now Arcane has hatched a plan, and he is after weapons, money, and the release of his captured men. He has taken hostage 7 government officials that had nothing to do with the raid, but Arcane doesn't care. They're disposable pawns. So during our turns, we get to basically decide what we want to do. This is what I'm referring to as the market tableau, where we will be able to upgrade our hands. But what we're going to do first is draw our 6 what are called the zero cost cards, and we'll have a look at one of those individually. Now, for our first round, these are pretty much the only cards we can play because we don't have any currency to get any better cards. Speaking of currency, if we take a look here at the what's called the darn it, I can't remember the threat level track. We are starting on a threat level of 2. That's where this particular terrorist and scenario sets us up, which means we're going to be able to roll 2 dice to try and achieve our results. As we lower the threat, hopefully, we'll be able to get an additional die and go up to 3 dice, which increases our chance of getting successful rolls, I get. And of course, if the threat increases, we're going to lose a die to the point where if we're already up here at space number K, where we'd be down to 1 die, and it happens again, the threat level increases, they're going to kill a hostage. So the way this works, in order to win the game, you need to save at least half the hostages and eliminate the terrorist one way or another. So basically, those cards that come up that'll achieve both those goals. We do lose if over half the hostages in play are killed. So we're trying to move them from the hostage pool to our saved pool. We must save at least half of them and detain or eliminate the terrorist in order to win. We'll flip over his card now. Take a look at that. His starting demands, as you can see on the top right of the screen, he has his own major demand and 1 escape demand. Now we can concede to those demands if we have to, with different, they're not revealed yet. We have to play in order to reveal them. And there's different effects that'll happen when that takes place. So to start with, let's take a look at our cards here. So we have small talk. It costs a 0 card. And the way this works is if you look at those 3 lines, you've got, I believe, green, blue, and red. This is all depending on what we roll. If we get 2 successes, which are the little stars with the police badges on them, we're going to get to move our token up here 3 spaces. So we've done well in conversation. And these conversation tokens or points are what you get to use the next round to buy cards from the tableau. So to give you just an idea again, so here's small talk, another one of those. They have very minor benefits being 0 cost cards. Keep cool. Well, that one, if we get a double success, would lower the threat by 1 and increase our conversation points by 1. If we only get 1 success, we'd lower the threat by 1. And if we get blanks, like 0 successes, we're going to lose a conversation point. And taking a look at some of the better ones on the, they start at 1 point here. Play this after any threat roll to re-roll 1 die. So those are good to have, kind of cheap to buy. A 2-pointer, just a few more minutes, we would get 4 conversation points, and then declining from there as we, get less successful rolls. Wait, don't hang up. Just talk to me. How can I help you if you won't talk to me? And then let's take a look at, that's a 4-pointer here. An empty promise. Listen, I'm going to do everything I can to meet your demands. It will just take some time, so you'll have to make sure the hostages are kept alive. You can see that on this one, if we somehow got a double success, we'd get 2 conversation points and be able to roll 2 extra dice for our next threat roll. A single success, we wouldn't get the 2 conversation points, but we would get the extra 2 dice. And if we get both failures, we would lose a die on the next roll. And from what I've seen, the dice in this game absolutely hate you. I don't know. I think there are more blank sides than there are sides with successes. So the odds are pretty terrible. Let's take a look at the best card here. This is an 8 cost. All units get in there now. Double success would mean we save 4 hostages and we kill the abductor. A single success means we save 3. We would gain 3 threat. We wouldn't eliminate the abductor. And oh, by the way, this little symbol here, that means that the conversation's over, and then the terrorist is going to go, Arcane's going to go. So that's kind of the way that the game works. You play your conversation until you're either out of points or forced to stop, or you just want to stop to conserve your conversation points and to be able to buy more. And then the bad guy goes, and he's going to pull a terror card. We're not going to do that yet. And you basically do what the terror card says, and you go from there. So to start off, I think we're going to, maybe we should do a small talk here. Now, I will preface this by saying that the dice rolling in Tabletopia is pretty bad. It doesn't feel great to do, so I tend to press it several times, so that's not me cheating. I'm just going to press it a few times to get a proper roll. Unlike Tabletop Simulator, where it really feels like the dice are rolling sometimes. These feel bad here. I'll spin. So these are the 2 we get to roll because we're in this area of the threat track. I'll show you on the ones we're not going to use. I'm also getting used to using Tabletopia. How bad the roll is. I'm just going to press roll once. Like, it just looks weird, right? It seems odd, but bloop, bloop. Anyhow, we are going to roll this dice. We're going to play this card. So again, that's small talk. So tell me, do you have family? I've got a wife and 3 kids myself, all boys. They're everything to me. I guess you really are trying to get them to talk. And hopefully we can get at least 1 success here and move the conversation point track up. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got 1 success, and 1 success means it doesn't cost us any time or any conversation points, excuse me. But we are going to gain 2 conversation points. Now that card is played, we are going to move our conversation points up 2. So we'll have 2 to spend as long as we don't lose any here. I'm going to save this camera angle. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Number 2. Okay. And we'll make our little play area number 1 here. I did do that before, but shaky hands, I lost it. So we are going to choose another call to play. So let's take a look at this one. So this one, we'd be asking, well, here we are. You hold all the cards. Actually, we hold all the cards. No. Tell me what you want. So we would reveal his demand and get 2 conversation points if we get a double success. And that's a big if, trust me. If we're doing, if we get just 1 success, we're going to reveal the demand and get 1 conversation point. And if we fail both, we're going to increase our threat level and get nothing else. He didn't trust us, in other words. So let's try this out. We'll highlight and roll the same 2 dice. Here we go. 1 success. Okay. So we're going to get 2 conversation points. Well, that's small talk. I'm sorry. I forgot to play the demand card. There it is. We're going to reveal a demand or 1 conversation point. That is interesting. Well, let's reveal his demand. I don't even know how to do that. What do we just move it? Oh, okay. We just flip it. Major demand, wire $10 million. Spend 4 conversation points to concede during any conversation for 2 hostages to be released. And I believe when you do that, the penalty for conceding, I guess you're supposed to spin the card, is you always roll at least 1 die, but we lose a die. Remains in play until the abductor is eliminated. Well, we're not going to concede to that right now. We didn't gain anything else from that. It didn't cost us any conversation points down, so we can keep playing points here. Let's take a look at Keep Cool. So it looks like the goal of Keep Cool is to reduce the threat level, which is probably a pretty good idea. Double success is going to give us 1 less threat and give us 1 conversation point. A single success will give us 1 less threat. And if we fail completely, we'll lose a conversation point. So let's play Keep Cool. And we'll roll our dice here. Come on, give me a good roll. Okay, 1 success. This gives me an opportunity to talk about when you see this side of a die with the 2 cards on it. It basically means I could discard 2 cards in my hand in order to turn that into a success. So, Keep Cool, we could get another point and reduce the threat track if we spend 2 cards in our hand. And I'm thinking I might actually want to do that. So let's discard small talk. And we'll discard what are your demands. Oops. I'm not sure how those stack in this game, but we'll figure it out. Not like that, I'm going to say. There we go. And we'll turn this into 2 successes. So on our Keep Cool card, we're going to lower our threat by 1 and gain another point. So let's do that. We'll gain our conversation point and we're going to lower the threat by 1. It's really hard to see the number 2 there because of that weird glare in the program. Oh well. We need to start saving some hostages, though, is the thing, because Lord only knows how terrible it's going to be when he pulls out whatever his terror card is. But we've got 1 more card to play and it's free, so we might as well play it. All we can do is lose a conversation point. And we'll play it there, and it's another Keep Cool. So we're going to roll our 2 die again and see what happens. By the way, the focus of reducing the threat is so you can get it, I think I mentioned it earlier, where you get 3 dice instead of just 2. But anyway, let's highlight and roll our 2 dice. Come on, good roll. All right, 1 success, and it was a Keep Cool, so we're going to reduce the threat by 1. We don't get a conversation point. Go. Now, the way I understand things is these are all get discarded now, which is not as easy to do as you'd like in this particular Tabletopia program. And before those go into our 0 cost cards to purchase next time, we cannot purchase them this time. We have our planning phase where we can purchase new cards. So basically, I'm out of cards now. and I have 3 conversation points to spend. So we can do the, let's see, we can do just a few more minutes, which will give us extra conversation points to buy cards next turn. We can do just stay calm. We have 3, right? So we could do one of the 2s. So we have these 3 2s. So just stay calm, which is a threat reduction one. We have you need to trust me, which will, if with a big success, will give us all card die faces equal a success until the conversation ends, or if it's a single success, until the next roll. Or just a few more minutes, which concentrates more on point. I like that one though. So you know what? Let's draw. Did I just see something that said take 1? Draw 1, and we'll draw one of these. And that's going to have to be our hand for next time. And now we're going to go take a look at the first terror card. What's Arcane going to do? I've taken more hostages. Roll a die and add hostages to the pool as follows. All right, well, let's roll our die and see what the result is. Just the 1 die. And we got the one with the double, with double cards on it. So if it's those 3, so we're adding 1 hostage. I guess that's the best result we could have hoped for. We're adding 1 hostage to the pool. And I believe you do that from this bag. Go. And we'll put the hostage in the hostage area. Not good. Arcane's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. But I guess it could have been worse. He could have executed a hostage. Right? Okay. Now we are going to reset. I should have done this before, by the way, when I spent those. Reset our conversation point token to the middle, and we're going to play our pretty much one and only card here, which is just a few more minutes. Wait, don't hang up, just talk to me. How can I help you if you won't talk to me? So we're looking for a double success, because that'll give us 4 conversation points. Even a single success bumps the threat level up by 1, so not terrible because of where we are, but not great either. But we do get 3 conversation points, and 2 failures are going to give us 2 threats, and then our turn ends. The conversation ends right there. So let's see what happens here. My rolling luck is generally terrible, so. Okay. Oh, well, that's a failure. Oh, wait. What's this thing? Play this after any threat roll to re-roll 1 die. We're going to have to do this. We'll have to play that, and we'll re-roll this die, because it doesn't matter. I don't have 2 cards to make that into a success, so that's a toughie. And we got our first failure. So we are going to gain 2 threat, and the conversation ends, which is actually okay because we didn't have any more cards to play anyway. So we're going to gain 2 threat. That puts us back up to where we started there. And the conversation is over, which means it's time for Arcane to go. A minor demand. Food. Put this card in play near the other demands. Concede during any conversation to ignore end of conversation, and the penalty is you remove the associated conversation card from the game. So we'll put this in play near the other demand, like it says. Ooh, how do I can't pick it up anymore. Uh-oh. Help me, game. Can I do that? Got it. We'll put it up here so we don't forget. Although, did it just make a copy of it? It did. That's really bizarre. Anyhow, we're not going to concede to that demand right now, so let us continue with our turn. Oh, I didn't buy any cards last time. That was kind of dumb. I was supposed to do it at the end of my turn, so we're going to draw all 6 of these. And we had no conversation points to spend, so we're back to basically our end hand. These are going to go into the discard pile from the last time, and then they're actually going to go back on the board because they're available again this turn. And what I meant was, where's what I meant was? Oh, right here. That work here? Right. Okay. So moving on to our next round, we've got to get some hostages out of there, but none of our cards give us a way to rescue any hostages at all. So we know what his demands are. So let's do a keep cool and try and reduce the threat. Or maybe it's time to go for more threat reduction. Do we have anything that gives us more threat? We don't. Okay, keep cool it is. Let's play it. And again, we're going for a double. You're always going for a double, but you never get them in this game because the dice hate you. All right, one success. We reduced the threat level, but it doesn't do anything for our conversation at all. So we're back down to 3 there. That is successful. Discard it. What are we going to play next? What are your demands? We know that. Let's do another keep cool. Seems like a pretty good one. And we will highlight our dice and oh, did I get something else there? There we go. Single success again, so we're going to reduce our threat. We're not getting any conversation points, unfortunately. But let's reduce our threat down another one. It'd be great to get it into there. Jeez. And we don't have anything else that does a threat reduction, really, do we? So let's play small talk. So tell me, do you have a family? We know that one. So we're going for the double. We either get 3 conversation points, 2 conversation points, or 1 conversation point, and then everything ends if we get the failure. So we don't want the failure because we haven't gotten any conversation points again. Oh boy. Okay, so let's roll. Single success. So we're going to get 2 conversation points for that. 1, 2. And we'll discard that card there. I don't know if that worked because I can see. There we go. Turns a weird color when you can discard it. What do we want to play next? Do I really want to reveal another demand? Let's make more small talk. I'm a small talk kind of guy, I guess. Doubles. Oh yeah, you have to press shift. Come on. Oh, double failure. So we get 1 conversation point and the conversation ends. We didn't cause any threat, which is good. And that leaves us with 3 conversation points to spend. And oops, sorry about that, guys. And we are back to kind of where we were the last time, not making progress. You need to trust me. Now, I think we have to take this just stay calm. So we're going to draw it. And we're going to draw that reroll card again. And that is our hand for the next turn. But in the meantime, Arcane is going to pull another card. I'm going to move it there just so it doesn't stack right away. Well, I guess this is the discard pile, but I can't. Can I select those? Nope. Okay, the situation is worsening. If any unrevealed demands, which we still have an unrevealed demand +1, so this is +2. We don't have his escape demand yet. I guess I should have revealed that, but we're now moving 2 up the threat level. Well, once again, back to where we start. Oops, sorry. Once to where we started at number 4. Oh boy. This is a roughie. A real roughie. All right, that's not even a word, sorry. That's the end of that, and we're going to go back to our hand now. So we've got just stay calm. Let's start with the just stay calm, although that could end the conversation. So why don't we play, we'll reveal his other demand, might as well at this point. Looking for doubles here. All right, so oops, highlighting, roll. We got a single success, so we get to reveal demand or take a conversation point. Let's reveal that second demand and see what it's all about, his escape demand. So we want a helicopter. I'd have to spend 4 to concede during a conversation, and until the end of that conversation I get 2 extra die, but the penalty is he escapes at the end of that conversation, so that's not good. All right, let's go back to our hand and see what we want to play. We've revealed that, so we can discard it here. What are we going to do? Let's play Just Stay Calm. Again, we're looking for a double success here. We don't want to end the conversation if we can avoid it. And yeah, let's do that. Single success. So we lose one threat. That's good. It's better than gaining a threat. And that goes to the discard pile, which leaves us our final one, which is the what are your demands? So we'd obviously don't have a demand to reveal anymore. So we would get the +2 there if we can possibly get a good roll for once. So let's see. Single success. So reveal demand or +1. So let's definitely do the +1. And now we have, that is the end of our turn. So we're going to discard this one as well. And we have 4 points to spend. So let's see what the 4s give us. There's a 3 here. So minor extraction. Oh, there we go. We could, I don't know who was in there, but it wasn't us. We've done nothing aggressive. Do you have anyone on your team you don't really trust? Oh, we're sowing a little mistrust there. So a double success would give us 2 hostages saved. A single would give us 1 hostage, but the threat would increase. And if we fail, they're going to execute a hostage and end the conversation. So that's that one. A bold lie. Okay, it's a done deal. We're going to give you everything you're asking for. There's something I need from you. So again, double success gives us -3 and a conversation point, -1 or +3. Now, +3 we don't want. Oh no, we'd still be safe, but man, that's getting a little risky. What do we got here? Empty promise. I'm going to do everything I can. It will just take some time. So that would give us 2 conversation points and 2 extra dies for the next threat roll. The next one's just the die. And this one we would lose a die and have an executed hostage. I'm not liking any of those. What was this 3 again? Let's try that one. So we're going to purchase one of those. And that takes us down. That was 3 points. So we have 1 point left. So the only thing I can buy for 1 point is the other one of these cards. Oh, except it won't come up for me. Uh-oh. No, it's not active. That's strange. Maybe there is only one and I have the only one. So we're just going to end up forfeiting that point like that. And then we're done buying. So all I can really do for now is move all these cards into the free pile for next time we go shopping, I guess. You should be able to select all these, but I don't really know how to do that in Tabletopia. Can I do that here? I don't want to take them. No. Oh, Lord. Okay, we'll manually put them up there. Housekeeping. There we go. So I'll be able to get those back next time. But in the meantime, Arcane... No, I went shopping, right? So then I discarded, which means this one gets discarded too. And is it now stuck? Yep. I'm not sure what's going on with this weird game. It's now stuck in my play area for some reason. It's like it's not there. I can't even do that to it. Very weird. Sorry, guys. Not sure what's going on. He's going to go again. Oh, yeah, we can discard that. And we're going to pull out his next one. Your time is running out. Discard half the remaining red terror cards. Rounded down. And then discard this card. You may instead discard 2 red terror cards and shuffle this card back in. Oh, the point is when we get down to the last terror card, and there's only 6 left, so 5, you get the finale. And we haven't done anything here. This is not looking good, guys. Half the remaining red terror cards rounded down. So we discard 3. There's 6. So we're going to discard 3 of them. Come on. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's the end of that turn. Yeah, there's some errors in this program. It's kind of weird. And we'll move on. Right, so we only have 2 cards to play because the rest of them we couldn't buy last turn, which is a minor extraction. So let's make the best of it, and we do have 1 re-roll to try. So let's do the minor extraction. Oh, we're gonna have to do the re-roll. Boy, oh boy. Hold on, come on. Ah, I'm hitting the wrong ones. There we go. And we have failed. So they're going to execute a hostage. Oh man. It looks like our discard area is broken. Oh, don't tell me. No. They're going, I'm going to start a new discard area. And we're going to discard that one. They're going to execute a hostage, and my turn ends immediately. Sorry. Pew. All right. To make that flip over if I knew how, but I don't know how. We've lost a hostage, guys. That's our first hostage death. Not going well. I can't put the discarded ones back in, but we can go shopping. So we can have a max hand size of 10. So we're going to deal all 7 of these because we have no ability to, wait a minute, that shouldn't be 7. There we go. Just stay calm. That should have been back there. That's not a free card. Come on, there we go. So 6. Which is basically our original hand again. And we might as well play. Let's try and reduce our threat. We're never going to rescue any hostages at this point. But let's go small talk and play for some conversation points. Could end our conversation if we get a double fill. We got a double success. Look at that. 3 conversation points. That's a good one. I think that's our first double success. We'll discard that over there. And we're going to do a keep cool. Just keep cool, buddy. Come on. Let's keep our heads now. Neither one of us will get what we want if we lose our cool. I'm going to roll the 2 dice again. Roll, 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 roll. And we can turn it into a success. Or just take the loss and lose 1 of our conversation points. We need those. That means I have to discard 2. Well, let's discard 2 of these. We'll discard the 2 demand ones. Where'd that go? Demand, demand, demand. There you go. What are your demands? To make it 1 success. So we're going to reduce our threat track on the keep cool there. 2, which is somewhere there. There we go. And we've got to discard that now. And we can play a small talk again for more conversation points. Looking for a double success here now. Come on. Single success, so 2 conversation points gets us up to 5. And now we're going to play our keep cool. Oh, sorry, let me discard that one. And our keep cool would give us 1 reduced threat and 1 conversation point. So we need that at least a single here, at least a single success. Double success. So we've got 1 threat level down and 1 extra conversation point. Boom. Okay, and we're in the good zone. We get an extra die for now. Okay, that's great. And that's discarded. And now let's go shopping. We have 6 to spend. We can go for to get some hostages out again. We really need to do that. Oh, sorry, I should have drawn that. Oh, it won't let me draw it. So we will manually draw it. And that leaves us with 3. So we could buy... You need to trust me to give us extra dice, or just stay calm to reduce the threat. That's a 2. We have 3. Well, we can do that again. So let's buy... Oh, it's not working again. It's slowly breaking on me, this game. Not amazing. No, it won't let me do anything with it. That's so weird. Do I have one of those in here? Just stay calm. We'll have to take a look. Keep cool. Keep cool. What are your demands? No, I don't think we did because they were all zeros, weren't they? Oh, there it is. A minor extraction. We already took one of those, so let's put that back in the tableau. Supposed to do that anyways. There we go. And that's what I meant. We'll put that there. I gotta say, I like Tabletop Simulator way more than this. But this is web-based, so you don't have to have any fancy computer or anything to play it, I guess. That's the point. It doesn't want to go back. Okay. And we don't have... Oh, it's another keep cool that's broken. Anyway, we got our minor extraction. That was 3. We still have 3 to spend. So why don't we take... We can't just stay calm because it will not let us. No matter what I do. So we're going to have to take this... just a few more minutes. And we'll take one of these... I'll just take it because we had it already. And that's our hand. Now these are going to move back into the 0 cost pile. Would have been nice not to have to do this manually every time, but I guess if I was actually playing with real cards, I'd be doing it manually too, right? Can't really complain about that. And that one's now permanent too. Another one that's dying. Wow. Although it's making copies of them because they're still the base 6. So these are like copies of the 6. I don't know what's going on. Let's try our extract. Oh, no, we can't. That was just us shopping. So now it's time for Arcane to pull another terror card. Lordy, lordy, what are we going to get? Oh, I'm getting angry. +2. Darn it, we didn't even get to use our extra die before it was already gone. So we're going to move that back up to 3. And we lose a die. Wow. All right, well, that's the end of that card, I guess. We are rapidly approaching where things are getting super duper hairy. And now I've got a tiny little hand to play, so let's play our minor extraction right away and hope we can get a double success again. Wouldn't that be nice? We did, we got a double success, so I get to save 2 hostages. So let's go take a look, and we'll save these 2. That's Bill and Jedediah. Not Jebediah, Jedediah. They have been saved. Okay. That one, I'm afraid to discard anything anymore, but put it here. And we're going to play our only other choice, which is to just a few more minutes. Wait, don't hang up. Just talk to me. How can we help if you won't talk to me? And let's go for another double success. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. A double failure. Double failure. Oh, 2 threat. We're up to 5. And we end the conversation. And that's the end of that. And we didn't even get any conversation points because it should have been reset last time. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on just 1 second. Hang on just 1 second. I'm going to use my re-roll 1 die because that was dumb that I didn't do that. And let's roll this die again. And in typical De Bruiser fashion, yeah, that did nothing. And those are now done. I am now going to draw. I have no conversation points, so all I can afford to draw are all of the original 0 cost cards back into my hand. And pray for the best on this terror card pull. All right, here we go. Situation is worsening, +1 threat. And we've revealed both demands, so nothing's going to happen there. So we're back up at 4 threat. Oh, right, I was supposed to move. We're actually at 6 threat, aren't we? We were 3, 4, 5. And then there. No. What happened there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we are. Because I ended the conversation. I'm also supposed to put all these back again. I forgot. I forget a lot of things. Man, that's so hard to do. And the 2 just took just a few more minutes. There. Minor extraction. We like that one, but it doesn't like us. Okay, we are in serious danger zone now. We need to reduce that threat like ASAP. So we're going to play our keep cool and hope for a success here. Single success, we get to reduce the threat level by 1, but we don't get any we don't get any conversation points. All right, well, it keeps us 1 away from total disaster and having 1 dice. And we're going to do the same thing again, I think. Keep cool. So let's play that. Roll our dice. Hope for better results. 1 success. So we again reduce it by 1 threat. Let's discard that before I forget. And get down to 4 again. And we'll play a small talk next. Trying to get some conversation points to buy some better cards. 1 success, 2 conversation points. All right, and then we'll discard that one. And let's play another small talk. So let's play that one. Going for more conversation points. Double failure. Ugh. So we gain a conversation point, but the round is over, the conversation round. So we have 3 to spend. What do we got? Let's spend them on that minor extraction again. I think we really, really need that. And then we have none of the 0 cost cards available, so we're going to basically slot those all back up. Oh, come on. That's brutal. There, it turns a color. No, there's only 4. Oh, because the other 2 are in my hand. 5, 6. There we go. All right, that is the end of our hand turn, and now we're back up to scary, scary arcane here. That should have been discarded. And our next card is roll a die. Don't test me. Roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to current threat level, kill a hostage. Oh, we don't have to worry about that second part. Yike. Rolling 1 die. Just 1. 4. So what was that again? If the result is less than or equal to the current threat level, kill a hostage. It's equal to it. Oh no. So we're going to lose another hostage. That's Susan. Poor Susan. Susan, I'm sorry we couldn't save you in time. I'm failing you. That's the end of his turn, so let's discard his card. And we can now play some of ours. Oh man. This has been a rough game. This is a tough one. It's I can see why Final Girl is as difficult. I think Final Girl might even be more difficult. Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to start with our minor extraction card, because why not? That way we can play these 2 if we get one of the card faces on the die like that, in order to turn it into a single success. So let's hope for a double success. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, we got a single success. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard these 2 cards. Weird card copies everywhere. It's so weird. And these 2 cards, sorry. And the one that we played, because why not? Except now I don't remember what it said. That's not it. It's this one. So double success is 2 hostages. So let's... It is making copies again. That's so weird. Let's go save 2 hostages. So Ezekiel's coming out. That's Jedediah's cousin. And Sammy. Because, you know, Sammy's a hell of a guy. So we have 2 hostages left. We have saved half the hostages. So we've met that qualification. We now need to take out the bad guy. Like, oh yeah, I'm at 0, aren't I? I forgot to reset that every single time. Oh me, oh my. Okay, so we need to take him out now. There is no choice. He's going to play a terror card though. Oh no, the pivotal event. this is it. Change of plans, -1 die for the remainder of the game, but I always roll at least 1 because that's all I have left. Change of plans. Oh, now I'm not sure what happens at this point. Does he just kill a hostage every time? Man, I gotta find that out. Let's see. Let's go through the rules here. Tableau, yeah. Setup, blah, 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 blah. Spend phase, terror phase. Okay. Pivotal event and the last conversation. The last card of the terror deck is a gold pivotal event. This climactic event will make winning the game more difficult or on occasion easier. After resolving the gold pivotal event terror card, you will have one last conversation with the abductor. This is your last chance to save the rest of the hostages and eliminate or capture the abductor. I don't think we're going to do that, ladies and genties. Wait, I don't have any cards. I was supposed to put those all back in, weren't I? I guess I can shop by taking all the zeros that I can. So my hand is made up of 4 whole cards, all 0 level cards. That didn't go well at all. That's a 0 as well. I don't know. That's a nothing, that's a nothing, and that's a nothing. Okay, well, basically all we can do is hope to reduce the threat down to, no, we can't win here. We cannot win. I can't think of a way we would win. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because I need to take him out. And then what I haven't mentioned is once you take him out, yeah, you're right. But this isn't Final Girl. There's no time in this one. It doesn't work the same way. I could sell them for 4 conversation and buy one. Is there one that I can eliminate him? Let's see here. No. Is it got to be one where I can kill him. And thanks for joining, by the way. Nice to see you. I don't see anything that lets me kill the abductor. Even with a double success. Oh, there, abductor eliminated. That's the only one. So I actually need 8 to buy that. And I do not have any way of getting 8, even by selling my 4 cards. So I'm going to say we are well and truly cooked. And Arcane has got away. But the crazy thing is he actually had a second in command. A devoted follower of the abductor, the second in command is ready to step in and continue negotiating if the abductor is eliminated. The second in command has little patience and will kill a hostage the moment he doesn't like what he hears. When no hostages remain, the second in command, scared for his life, will surrender immediately. So we could have killed him, had the second in command kill all the rest of the hostages, and then we would win because we rescued half, but unfortunately it wouldn't work. So it replaces the abductor card if the abductor is eliminated and hostages still remain in the hostage pool. 1 death per threat level increase, but will never kill the last hostage. Oh, okay, so we would have to rescue 1 more hostage. So no, we did not win this, guys. It is a very cool game, though. I can certainly see how Final Girl evolved from that. But it's also something on its own as well. It's got a different theme and different mechanics. It doesn't use the time mechanic. But we lost. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take a quick break, make a cup of tea, come back, and we're going to play Under Falling Skies in Tabletop Simulator. Bear with me, and I'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Hello again. I don't know if anyone's still here. Thanks for waiting there. Kind of messed up when I made my cup of tea and almost dropped the whole thing everywhere. Anywho, I am going to attempt to play Under Falling Skies on my own. It is a solo game, but the last time I played it with somebody that helped me with some of the advice. But the way it works is we're basically playing Galaga back from the 80s, or Space Invaders, I guess you could say. Let me just take a couple of camera positions here. Up at the top, and then our base here we'll do is number 2. And what we're going to do is we're trying to prevent the invasion of Earth. So every turn, we are going to get to roll our dice. These dice are not going to come in on this particular map. That's for a more advanced one. We're going to get to roll our dice, and whenever we have to place the dice in our base. So there's a few kind of mission objectives, I guess you might want to say. We need to increase our research into the aliens all the way to the top in order to figure out how to eliminate them. And the way you do that is by getting research points. But you'll notice to go up the research track isn't quite as easy as it looks. For example, to move to here, to this 3 right here, I would have to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 research points. So I could go, if I only had 6, for example, I'm only going to be able to move here because I don't have quite enough to get that extra space. So it's a little tricky. It's not easy to do. And you gain research. That just happens to be this particular space here. Anytime you see that little alien icon means we're going to gain research by placing one of our dice here. However, when you place a die into one of your stations, your underground bunker, research lab, I don't know what you want to call it, the aliens up in the top of the board are going to move the number that's on your dice, or that particular die actually. And depending on where they end up, different effects can have, and they can move. They can land on a space where we can attack them. They can land on a space like this one that's going to make the mothership move down a space. And at the end of our turn, every time, the mothership is going to move down a space. So the mothership has effects every time it drops down a level, and it looks kind of like that when it moves. For example, it would add an extra alien onto the board. If it had moved 2 spaces, it would actually make our excavator, which is here now, lose 2 spaces. We can never go past where the excavator starts. And that's the third thing we can do, is we can roll a die and place it where the excavator would land. So if this was a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, we would put it there. The alien in that lane would move 4, but we'd get to excavate more rooms. And the rooms get more powerful as you continue down and expand your base. Now, what happens a few other times is, with a few other instances, if an alien ever gets all the way down to the bottom, the Roswell, this space here, and then passes it, we take a damage. You can see the damage track here. And if you take too much damage, you lose. The other way to lose is if the mothership comes all the way down to this level, we lose. So we really need to get our research quickly and stop these guys from coming down. Let's put this back to the starting position. There we go. And we will roll our die. Oh, and there's another trick. Whenever you place one of your white die, you then have to re-roll all remaining dice. So you have to really keep, it's pretty thinky. It seems like a fun, simple game, but it's thinkier than you would believe. So let's roll them. Oh boy. So you see, you would think 6s are great because, for example, I could put a 6 in the research space and we'd get 6 research points. However, it also means that this guy is going to move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and end up right on a mothership space to move the mothership an extra space. However, and I should explain these spaces here, these first row spaces, they are anti-aircraft artillery, and they are going to reduce the die roll. So if I put a 4 in one of those, it's by -1. So the alien would only move 3 in the case if I put a 4 there. Now we may want to do something like that. We also need, for example, again, this space, in order to do our research, we need 2 energy. We only start with 2 energy. So we also need to generate some energy, and we can do that by placing dice in here. -3 would be how much energy we actually get. And you can resolve the power effects in any order. So let's start, I think, by, we're going to place, I hope this is smart, we're going to place our 1 into our anti-aircraft artillery. And because it's -1, it means this guy up here, he's not going to move at all. So there is no movement for him. So he's not coming down the track at all. Now that can be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But that also means we need to re-roll all the dice because we placed a white die. So let's see what happens here. Oof. All right. Let's place this in the energy room. I know it seems crazy, but we're gonna have to move this guy 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just an open space, but he's making progress fast. And we need another die because that's a double room. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a 5 anywhere? We do. Let's place the 5 there because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts him on a space where if we activate an airstrike... Oh, I can't. Garschnarbit. Garschnarbit. Okay, so let's take that back. Let's put him back there. And we'll place our 4 there. Now that means even though we have 10 showing, it's -3. So we're going to get our max energy. But I do have to move that 1, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just kind of a blank space, not doing anything. Okay. Now the 6, we did not end up with great dice here. Let's put that in our research room. And it's going to cost us 2 energy whenever we activate it, but we have to move this guy 6 first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can only place 1 die in a row. Oh, but I have to re-roll this because we just placed a white die. And we end up with the same 5 we had. So I think I'm just going to have to... I can place it here or here, but I don't have another one for that. We're going to place it in the anti-aircraft space. And he's going to move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he moves 1 over. That's his effect there. So they are progressing rather quickly. That is the end of our point. 6 is for excavation. Hey, you know what? That wouldn't have been a bad idea. Sorry, I'm terrible at watching the chat at the same time. Yeah, because that... Although that would give us 6 research, but 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. That's not bad though, because I mean it would still result in him moving 6. Wait, where did I move it from? There, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he would still be in the same spot, but it would allow us to move our tractor dude to there and open up some new rooms for us for next time. So yeah, I'll take your advice and we'll do that. I'm glad you're around. And then what happens at the end of the turn? I didn't move that one, did I? Oh no, he didn't move because he's an anti-aircraft guy. He is going to move. The mothership is going to move down 1. I can actually hear the Space Invaders sounds in my head. Doom, 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 doom. I don't remember the Galaga sounds. And we have to add a new alien onto the board. And he moves into either an empty row or a row, if they're all full, the row that has the furthest down enemy. But this middle row is empty. So he is going to move into the queue on that row for next time. Okay, we're going to reset our dice. We now have some extra rooms opened up to see what we can do, and we're going to roll. Roll. All right. I'm totally open for suggestions here. I'm a terrible strategist. And I know that's kind of funny being a board game fan, but board game fan doesn't necessarily mean you're good at board games. Trust me, because I'm not. I'm going to have a sip of tea because I'm losing my voice. That was very hot. Cool. All right, so let's see what we want to accomplish. Oh, I had that. I had 7 energy, right? So we have max energy because I didn't expel any. where do we want to place? So it's opened up some rooms, for example, that'll give us energy equal to whatever the dice roll is. But I only need 1, whereas there I needed 2, and it had a -3 stat. But what we need to do is try and maneuver some of these guys onto spaces where we can blow them up. So for example, this guy hasn't left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would get him on a space marked as 4, which means we would have to have a gun with a minimum of 4 to destroy him. What did I just say that was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that, you know what? That is not bad. That is not bad at all. So let's move him onto our, which airstrike do I want? Doesn't have to be that airstrike, but it could be that airstrike. So that's going to give us 5 air power. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, puts him on there. We'll resolve these once we've resolved all of our dice. And then we can put, we do need to get our research moving, or there's no chance of us ever winning the game. See, if we put it here, it costs us, so there's a few options. We can put it in this space right here, where it's going to cost us 2 of our 7 energy. We also need 1 energy to activate our airstrike. We're fine for energy at the moment. So the choice is the space for research. Oh yeah, I placed the white dice. Thanks, buddy. The space for research is going to cost 2 energy there, or 1 energy here, but it's -1 off whatever the dice roll is. However, that might not be a bad thing. If we do that there, let's just take a look at our options. So if we do it here, these both are going to move down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes a mothership move not the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so that's not a good road to do it, which pretty much leaves us this choice, and that's going to move him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's going to shift. There could be worse results than that for sure. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, I hope the music isn't overpowering. Let me know if it is, or if it's just right, or if it's too low. And that's going to give us that. So I now need to place the rest of the dice. We have the airstrike to get rid of that. Can we move any other of these guys into airstrike positions? We have a 2. So that would move, that guy wouldn't do it, that guy wouldn't do it. However, if we put the 2, this is just a test for now, into that row in the AA, oh good, thank you. He's going to only move 1, and that'll put him at risk. So I think that's a smart move for that guy. Let's do that. And now we have a 5, and we only have these 2 open. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't do anything. 3, 4. Oh, we're back to that again. 5 and a 5. So I'm going to have to try and roll the dice here by placing this there. That's going to move the new guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have to re-roll this last die and see what we can get. Something low would be nice. A 2. So if I place the 2 in there, it doesn't do much for those guys. However, yeah. Well, we're going to have to do that because at least I'll be able to eliminate 2 of them. So we have to move this guy 2, this guy 2, and now we're going to start resolving. So the first thing I'm going to resolve is the airstrike, which -1 is a power of 5. We lose an energy. Anything sitting on a space that's less than 5, so he gets destroyed, goes up into the mothership queue. He gets destroyed, goes up into the mothership queue, and that's it for the airstrike. Did I do 2 airstrikes? Why did I do 2 airstrikes? That was pretty stupid. We're not going to trigger this airstrike because I'm a ding-dong. Oh, what did I do here? Okay, hold on. We're taking that back. We're reversing, although I can't really, can I? I placed this one And there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So no, we can't, no takesy backsies. He's blowed up too. This was dumb. Now, did I move them is the question. I can't remember. I think I did. I moved them the 2. And this guy gets to move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's there. This one moved 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did he already move? This is the problem with this game. I always forget who moved and who didn't. Although I do move them generally as I place them. So I'm going to assume he already moved. And this one already moved and got destroyed. So there was only one effect that I saw here. This guy is on a mothership space. So this mothership moves. And we have to resolve its... we only resolve its effect when it's done moving. So it moves once. That's hard to line up too. And then it's now the mothership's turn. So it's going to move again. And we're going to place... thank you. I'm going to place another alien ready to go. And then we have to queue them all up. So this line has nothing in it. So it's automatically going to get an alien. And then the next line, this line has nothing in it, so it's going to get an alien. And then this one would be the third one that's the furthest down, so it would go there. All ready to go. We're going to reset our dice and go for another round. We need to get some research going here, or we're going to be in serious trouble. Oof. All right. Do we want someone to move 1? Yeah, 1 would be good there, and a 1 would be good here. But if I place the 1, what do we want from it? I guess would be the question. Let's do our airstrike. And then we're going to move him 1 onto the airstrike position where we need a 4. No, so that's no good. I haven't unlocked that. Hey, I haven't even unlocked that yet, so I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll place him in half of the energy reactor. That is a white dice, so we're going to re-roll. That was a weird roll. All right, so now we've got a 2. Who is going to move into position with a 2? Not them. This guy will. But we need a 6 air attack in order to do that. We could probably do that. We just have to keep it in mind. So let's place the 2 in the first half. I can either do it there, which I only move them 1. I'm thinking over that. If I do 2, what can I do for 2 in this row? Or, yeah, we want this row. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of those are good if we use the 5. If I use the 4 in the research, that'll give us 3 research, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and just miss it. But this guy will be on it. 3 and 2. So let's try that. I know I'm going to regret this, but put that one. That kind of wasted the one above it, didn't it? I'm not liking my options here. All right, we'll put that there. And we have to move it 4, both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to move the mothership 1. I don't know what happens. Oh, they get put back into... Oh, so that negates the whole darn thing. Where was he? 1, 2, 3, 4. He was there. Okay. That mean I should have moved him? We should have been there. I think I screwed this whole game up. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it should have been here. Oh, he's getting really close, and then he's going to shift. That's why. Oh man. Okay. And unfortunately, he's going to hit us now if I put the 2 there. So I really have to put this 2, although I have to re-roll. Oop. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts him in the clear there. We can do that and put it in our research. So we're going to have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have a 5 and a 3. So we can... Who's in danger of moving into a mothership space? 1, 2, 3. We already have those 2 taken. So my last 2 lanes are these 2. 1, 2, 3 puts them on an explosion space, but I don't have an airstrike, do I? No. Do I? No. And 5. No matter what, I'm going to get damage here. I don't see a way around it. So let's just do it. Oh, wait a minute. I can do the 3 there, which means we have a damage. 1, 2, and we take a damage. And then the other guy has to move 1, 2, 3. It's going to put him on the 4 damage. And then if I do the other half of the airstrike, it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's even worse. We may... Oh, we don't get to trigger the airstrike. This thing's killing me. All right, we're moving this guy back up. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Taking the 3 out of there, and we're going to look at other options. So I can move... That was a 3? Oh no, did I screw those up? One was a 5, one was a 3. If I move the 3 into anti-aircraft, it's going to move him 1, 2. He was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's going to move him there. And if I move the 5 to a 4, what does that do? 1, 2, 3, 4 moves him there. And 1, 2, 3, 4 moves him there. Move the other purple ship back and no damage? Did I miss one? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. I'm sure I've missed something. Oh, this one. Is it like that? I'm pretty sure I've totally messed this up. I usually do this with a friend to help me keep track. I find this one really hard to keep track. I did take back the 3. So which one? Oh, right. He was, I think it was on this track, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you. And then we're back to 0 damage. And he moved 2. That was it. So it ended up here, and this would have ended up here on the mothership space. And the way I believe that works, and I could be wrong, is the mothership actually scoops up anyone it passes, and nothing happens. And then that would be the end of our turn, so we have to resolve any of our effects now. We did get 5 minus 3 energy, so it's 2 energy, and there's 7 max. So those 2 are done. Those 2 are done because they're movement penalties. And we got 5 research, which didn't cost any energy, so that's not bad. So we can go 3 and 1 is 4, and that's as much as we can move on that track. And now the mothership is going to move again and add another alien to it, and then we're going to restock the aliens ship. So this lane has no more aliens in it, so it's automatically going to get a token. That lane has someone queued up. That lane, that lane, that lane. So the one that's furthest down is going to be this lane here. Okay, let's gather our dice. Roll them. I'm going to take another sip of tea. No burns that time. That's good. And we got some very, very, very high carry numbers. So we need to concentrate on two things. We can't blow him up. There's nothing underneath him anymore. He's pretty much going to damage us at some point. We do desperately need to get some research going, as well as excavation. So 1, 2, 3, 4 would take us there. That's not too bad. So let's move the excavator there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's move the excavator there. What did I say? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's here. And our 4 die is going to go on top of him for the moment, and then we have to re-roll because it was a white die. Okay. How can we concentrate on research here? We have a double research room. No matter what, this guy is going to hit us, so I'm not too concerned about that anymore. So we could go high on that if we wanted to. We could go with a 4, let's say. And this guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 and slide sideways. Oh, is that the way that works? Yeah, right. It activates at the same time as everything else. That makes sense. So where was it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. It was here. That was there, and that's a 4. We've moved that 4 already. No, we didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We moved that one. I know that. And a 2 and a 2. Well, that would give us 6 research. We ideally want 3, 4. I mean 8, but there's no such thing. So 4 would be about the best we could do. So I could place the 5 there. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he hits us for boom. But it gets us a lot of research. What kind of a wasted amount of research? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it. Okay, let's go back and move again then. So, if I want to get an airstrike, let's say, and I want to put this here to trigger an airstrike, which would give us a power of 4. It would move him 1, 2, 3, 4. It would eliminate him. Let's do that. But we won't eliminate until the end of the turn. And then we want to get some research. So what do we do that? I'm going to lose 1 energy. That'll cost us 2 energy. Oh, I have to reroll. Man, we're going to be in danger here. 1, 2, 3, 4 puts him at the bottom. But it gets him into blow-up position. We need a 5 to do that, and we have... Oh, we only have a 4. So that's bad. That's bad. Oh my. So I shouldn't have placed that there. Too late now, though. I also can't use this until the excavator clears it, so I won't actually get the research points. I'll just get where the excavator goes. Okay, so who do we want to move 6? Is there anybody? He's dead. I need to hit him. That's right. This airstrike's not going to kill. Well, that's a 3. Never mind. But it's not going to kill that one. But I moved it, right? I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3. No, where was it? I don't remember where it was. See, that's the problem with that. Is it 4? Yeah. So it was there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already on a blow up space, but we're going to end up moving him unless I do that. And then he doesn't move. Maybe we'll do that instead. And then we've got 2 more. He's going to hit us, we know. Not much we can do. No matter what I do here, there's no great place for this. So the rubble is valid, but it doesn't do anything for us. This one is now finally going to damage us. We're going to take that damage. This one's going to move 2, 3, 4. And now we have this 6 that has to go in this row somewhere. Either the double rooms are useless. So we'll put it in the research room. And this one is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Just missed that space, which is too bad. And that's going to be the end of that. So let's start resolving things. The first thing we'll resolve is to remove this die, move the excavator. It unfortunately doesn't do anything for us this turn, but it didn't cost us any energy either then, I guess. And then moving over, we've got 1 energy cost, and it's a 5 research, so we can go 3 and 1. The research track, it gets resolved. This is a nothing. Nothing happens. This one, nobody moves. And then this one is our airstrike worth 4. So this one's going to get blown up. This one's going to get blown up. And I don't think any other ones are on flak spots. I don't know what they're actually called, but we'll go with flak spot. And that's the end of my turn. I'll gather the dice. And the mothership is going to move, which unfortunately makes the excavator lose a space. So we're back up here. You know, I don't know. Can you activate a space that the excavator is on? Or is it considered under excavation? I did look that up at one point. I can't remember the answer, to be honest with you. But anyhow, let's roll. Whoa. Okay, so we've got some stuff here. We've got some stuff. I'm thinking to move at least a couple of these guys onto blow up spaces. So if I did the one here, let's say, and the one there. Yeah, I didn't think so either. So let's just do a test with that. So we won't get any energy from this because it's -3. But it's going to move this guy onto a blow up spot and this guy onto a blow up spot, which means we need a really good roll to get an airstrike in, which will cost us 2. Okay, well let's do that. So 1, this guy's going to move 1. This one's going to move 1. You know what? I just realized I didn't queue these guys up. There we go. So those guys are moved. Did he move? It's the one there. And then we have to do something to activate the airstrike. So if we put the 2, just for fun, 1, 2, that doesn't get him anywhere. It does get this guy 1, 2, but we need a 6 power. So let's move him 1, 2. And now I could put this here. It moves this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have to re-roll the last die. The white chip's out of the game? Oh, so I should have put him back on the side. I'm colorblind, so I find it really hard to tell the difference between them, but I kind of see it when I zoom right in. Thank you, again. Nothing like playing board games and not knowing the rule. It's not knowing, it's not remembering the rules. That looks funny. Yeah, whatever. And I re-rolled that and left us with a 6. And there is no one in that lane. That can't be right. That means this white guy should have queued up here. My mistake. So if we move him onto a power, a research. 4, 5, that's not a bad one. We don't need the extra air power. Let's move there. I don't know why they're going weird on me. Here we go. It is tough enough, seriously. But I do appreciate it, and thanks for watching. So let's start resolving. So we've got this research, which is going to end up being a 5. So we can move 4 and the 1 is a 5. And that's that guy. Moving into column B. We've moved the ship already. We have to spend 2 energy, taking us down to 4, to get our airstrike. There's no negative, so it is 6. So let's look at what we get. So this is a red one, I think. Yep. He goes up there. That's a red one. He goes up there. That's a red one. Oh, what did I just do? That's a red one. He goes up there. No one else is on a blowy uppy space that I can see. So that ends with them, and this does nothing. I don't believe we lose energy. We just didn't gain energy. Okay, overall, not a horrible turn. Let's gather those dice. We have to move the mothership. Oops. I don't know what that means. Oh, research -1. Darn it. Okay, well, they're hindering us, these guys. So let's fill up the rows, starting with always the red ones first. So a red one will go in this row because I don't. Oh no, there is one in that row. That red one will go, I guess, in that middle row. And then this one will just populate the last space it can. Got a full roster of Space Invaders coming down. All right, let's roll for the turn. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of high numbers there. We really have to get that research cooking. So I'm thinking, that guy's going to hit us pretty much no matter what we do. But if I place, I want big research numbers. The problem is that makes damage kind of inevitable. So if I place the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I place the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This guy's going to hit us in either case. It would be nice to place a 1 there and get him on, and get both of them on. Oh, let's concentrate on that then. So if we place this one right there, it's going to move this one there, which we need a 3 to destroy. This one there, which we need a 6 to destroy. And then I'd have to place a 6 there to get any decent numbers. But I'm thinking, yeah, seriously need to research. Yeah, maybe let's take that back. Let's take the 1 back. Let's go for research. You're absolutely right. It's easy to get focused on not getting hurt, but I still have several cubes. I got 5 damage left. So where is our research? So the big research is here. So again, if we place a 6 there, this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which makes the mothership move. Not great. If we place the 4 there, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's all about this research side. We have the 2 energy. We're good there. Like a 2 would be awesome, but there are none. So I can place this 1 somewhere. I can freeze an enemy if I want to. But it can't be in that row because I need this second research area. So if I did the 4, we're going to take a damage. No, I don't like that either. Don't like it. Place a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's just try it out for fun. I place the 6 here. Means I'll have to re-roll. You think in column 3? Like here? Because if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's just going to end up there. This one's going to hit us no matter what. But it does give us a lot of research. So let's take that damage, I guess. That is a white chip, I think. Yeah. So he gets taken off the board, but I take a damage. And this one moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Okay, that locks up those 2 columns, but gives us a decent amount of research. 10. We're going to be able to go 4, 6, 7, right to there. Anyways, we won't quite make it to there. Would we have made it to there with 3, 5? No, not quite. That's okay. Still good numbers. So we've got, I can't do anything there. So my choices for this column are either a blank space, artillery, or to fill up half of an energy. If I do artillery and put the 4, let's say, it's going to turn it into a 3. No, that's not great either. Oh, I do have to re-roll, do I not? Oopsies. Okay, so if I place the 3 in artillery, it's going to move him onto the mothership. Darn it. If I place the 4 in artillery, it's going to move him 1, 2, 3, right? 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. It'll move him to a blank spot, I guess. Yeah, I could do double research. I've done that before. You can do that with the 5, because that one is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad. Do I have the energy, though? 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have the energy. So we're going to need to concentrate on some energy, which means, I got to move it. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I could research in column 1. What does that get me? That'll be 3. And that'll be 10. So 13. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, just short. But I could get energy. I could do energy in column 1. Give us 4 energy, move us back up. Let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in a blank space. That gives us energy. And then we just have this 3 to place in this column somewhere. I don't really want to place it in the AA because it'll put that on the mothership space. So I think the thing to do would be to just place it in a blank space and not use it. No research there. I can't use the room the excavator's. Oh, I could excavate. Oh, no, I can't. So no, I'm going to leave it in that blank space just for fun. We will move these 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And now we'll resolve from left to right. We get an energy. 4 energy, excuse me. So that puts us up at the max. We're then going to spend 2 energy to get 5 research, which I'm going to hold off on until we get our total. And when we spend 2 more energy to get 10 research, so that's going to give us 15. That might work. I think I counted wrong. I think I counted 14 or 13. So let's move. So we have 15. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. And that's all that happens on this turn, for me anyway. So let's gather those dice and move the mothership, which seems to have no effect on this turn, which is a nice little reprieve for us. So we can kind of make that last one's going to be, a hugie. But we need, let's say 8 research this time would be great. So let's roll our dice and see what we can do. So once again, we can go for that double research, or I can do 3 Yeah, that's an option. Move the excavator. So 1, 2, 3. And that, what does that leave? 1, 2, 3. Things are getting tight up there, huh? If we do 4, 1, 2, no, I don't like that. If I use this 3, we'll get to re-roll. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's get that 3 to there. And he stays there until the end of the turn, right? So at least we'll be able to excavate. And it gives us 4 energy next time if we want to use it. We have to move this guy 1, 2, 3. The damage is getting closer and closer. I think we might have to concentrate on some damage this turn. So let me rethink that for a second. 1, 2, 3. If we can make him stay still, by using the 1 in the AA, he's on a damage space. If we then use, let's think here, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 does nothing. 1, 2, and they all kind of suck. This one, we've already done something. Okay, that's coming back off, so that's not a great idea. If we move him 4, though, if I do put the 4 in that column somewhere, I could put the 4 in the research there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a damage space, but he's also 1 space from killing us. I could put, now that's a reroll. So let's do that. I'm just going to have to lock it in and hope for the best. Okay. We can put a 1 here. And that's going to move these 2 onto an airstrike space. So I need an airstrike that's going to let me hit, oh yeah, and that too. Hit for, what do I have, a 5? 6. The 6 is going to be the problem because that's a -1. And I'm not seeing any more we can access right now. I do have 3 energy. So let's... Oh, that's bad. They're all bad. Although I did place that and I re-rolled, right? So that's already done. I could put the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits us. But it gives us, you know, 4 energy, which will bring us up to max. So let's do that. I can't, what is he? He's red, so he's going to go back up in the queue. We're going to take another damage. And I'll have to remember to do the energy there. And then we have this column and this column. Oh, wait. I have to re-roll. Okay, oof. Oof. Oh boy. Well, I can certainly put this 6 on the research. Again, it did it weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits us. He's dead. We take another damage. Oh, this is not looking good. And then we have the 5 that we have to place in the middle somewhere. And no matter what I do, it's going to be a damage. So all we can do is place it in the AA. There's nowhere else we can use it. And make it 4. 1, 2, 3. Boof. He hits us. Wait, what color was he? I think that's red, so he goes back up there. And then we take another damage. We have 1 health left, and then we're dead. Oh, well. Okay. So we have 5 research. We'll start with that. We can move 1 space on the research. We have 4. Oh, right. That was our... Well, that... Which one? Was that energy or research? What did I just move that from? What is energy? But there's no... Okay, it's research, but there's no energy use. We have 2 energy there that we're going to have to spend, which brings us down to 1. We get our 4 research, which does not get us over the hump. Although I had 5 and 4 is 9. So 3, so 9, 8, 7, that would let us get there. Oh no, 6, yeah, that would let us get there. I forgot to add them together first. That didn't do anything to us. And then this is giving us energy. 6 and 7 minus 3 is 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we're looking very good here. I've played this about 6 times, and I think I've won once. Only playing the easiest map, which I'm playing again today. All right, and if you haven't yet, please be sure to follow. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 50 followers, which gets me to the next level, but it's a slow crawl. So, all right. Did I not? I guess I didn't use that, did I? Darn it. I'm looking at a lot of damage here. I need them not to move. So I need to put that in AA so that it freezes them. I need to freeze him too somehow, but I don't have another one. So let's put this. Oh, I got to restock them, right? Sorry. There and there. No, is that right? How come one's missing? Oh, it shifted over. Okay. So if we got, how much energy do we need? 4 and 11. Oh, well, we're not going to get that. 13. Actually, it is possible. Yeah. 1, 2. Let's move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've never had that happen before. What happens when 2 want to go on the same one? Do they go on the same one? Like it automatically stacks them no matter what I do. I guess that's where they are. Okay, so that does those 2. It's frozen those. I desperately need an attack though. That's a 5. That's a 4, and that's a 6. Like I can't do the 6. It goes behind it. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense actually. They're stacking up, but I can't take this damage. I have to clear that, at least that 5. So I have to put this 6 into the airstrike to get a 5. Right, which takes out that one, that one. I need, that's a good question, I forget now. 4 and 11, so I need 15. We're 12, so I could put this 5 in the other research. Hey, I think we might have done this. Is that possible? Well, okay, let's resolve our energy. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have just enough. Right? Now let's resolve our research first. So we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hey, I think we won. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we had the airstrike somewhere that I don't know what happened to it. Oh no, I didn't bother with the airstrike. Oh, that is an airstrike, I'm sorry. With 6, so some of these guys are going to die. This guy's going to die, but I don't think it matters because I think we won. Did we win? Take 1 more damage and I win. I don't think so. I think we just, doesn't it just end when I get up there? I hope so. If I take 1 more damage, I die. Because I was able to kill him and him, so that eliminated the ones right here. I guess the mothership does get to go? Or does it just end? I'm going to have to see. Let's go middle of the book here. Oop, oop. Always fun looking up rules. Oh, campaign. Nope. Robot special cases. That's not in this one. Threat level. Winning. If your marker reaches the top of the research track, you win immediately. We freaking won. Thank you so much for your help. I would have screwed it up long before that, and I'm pretty sure I screwed it up somewhere in between anyways. But we actually won. I'm going to mark this in my BG stats. I have a separate category for Tabletop Simulator. I don't count BGA, but I do count Tabletopia and Tabletop Simulator because they are actual simulations of the game, not kind of weirdly detached versions. Don't get me wrong, I like BGA for what it is, but it's not truly playing the board game as it looks and feels. Anyhow, I'm going to end it here and go make dinner for everybody. And I really thank you for being here. Seriously, I couldn't have done it without you. And if you are also watching this in replay, please like and subscribe. Please follow me over on Twitch. I will have all the information down below in the description. Thank you once again, and I will hope to see you all soon. Bye. And don't bye like Jamie. No, I like when she does that. It's cute, but bye. Thanks. I appreciate it.